innovation. Whatever we are talking about, and even if you hear during the discussion panel, we are talking about technology, technology changes, technology coming, and so on and so on. But is it everything?
This was a better life. We've wandered so far from where we began. Is there any escape?
If technology is everything, we can think about innovation. But what is innovation? Every single dictionary will give us the different definition about. If we, let me go some slide back. Sorry for, yeah. I would say to the definition that innovation is just creating some value with answering the needs, focusing on the customers, focusing on the people, responding their needs. But yeah, if innovation is about satisfying the needs, do we as a marketers, do we know what people need? Do they know what they need? I bet any money that even if you ask whatever search engine, it's tough to find the proper answer. So what about creating a need? It's a tough question because every day you are guys doing the strategies, you are preparing some new products, you are focusing on it, doing the researches and so on, trying to change your products, trying to be more in line with the market trends. But let me give you the example. What can happen if you focus on the users, choose the most, let's say, basic needs, like entertaining, like sharing, like connecting, like productivity. And if you pack everything in one box, do you know the answer? What can happen? Does anybody? Yeah. More than 11 years ago, Steve Jobs did it. And today we cannot live without the smartphone. And let's say 12 years before, 13 years ago, we didn't even realize that we need our pocket devices and we need to stand with them. So don't be afraid of creating something new. And there are much more examples telling us that the deep observation of the people, together with the technology capabilities, can create entire businesses, even entire verticals. Who heard about video streaming 10, 15 years ago? Pretty much nobody. It's also tough to imagine today running business today without cloud computing. Also some novelty coming to the business, also great innovation. There are much more examples. In our industry, let's say today programmatic buying becomes a standard. It was not existing also 10, 15 years ago. It was just the very beginning of some changes. So there are only few examples. And let me show you some small movie how the star was born. Can we get some voice? example of proving everybody how creating or answering the user needs, of understanding the user, just making some innovative decision can change the entire industries. Why Opera is talking about? You can ask the question, what are you guys doing? So if you come back in your minds to the beginning of 2000, 2004, 2005, the first feature phones with ability to browse the internet came to the market. But nobody thought that time that you need to have dedicated browser for mobile devices. We created Opera Mini, which was a milestone in the company history. Also, thinking that users can need it. Today, we are coming with the full-feature Android browser ready for coming Internet 3.0. It compromises blockchain technology together with 3VPN and some other features. We also thought recently about the gamers and created the browser for gamers. We just figured out that maybe these people have a little bit different needs than any others. So dedicated gamers now have their own browser. So again, we are looking for the users, looking what they can need and try to propose them something new. And the same thing is with our advertising. We are hearing to you guys, to the marketeers, and we are also answering the needs of the users who need really relevant ads. The users who are sick with not relevant ads coming a lot of times on their devices. We created the platform which gives us the ability of quite precise targeting and be quite relevant with the with serving them the proper ads. Just let's be quick. Sorry guys, one moment. And the main difference is that we are basing on the data coming from the browsed content. So can you imagine massive number of people globally, 10% of this 350 million lives in Indonesia, browsing every day, browsing the internet again and again and again and again. Different sites, different content, different time spending. It's really good starting point for modeling the users. The next couple of slides are related to the case study with Tokopedia. Unfortunately, Krishna, Ricky from Tokopedia cannot join me on the stage today, so let me try to present you his slides. Because based on the platform, we run the campaign for Tokopedia. As every single e-commerce, the guys are focusing on increasing return on investment, on increasing the purchase, on increasing the total purchase value. It's quite challenging for us, for publishers, for media to meet the guys' KPIs. So we choose our retargeting engine, part of the new platform, to run the campaign for Tokopedia. How it works, just the user, you can imagine the user coming and browsing the content. For example, user can browse consumer electronic content. User can browsing the content, user can browsing also this content in e-commerce stores. User also can be exposed in Tokopedia ads with the content, or sometimes even reacting but not going further to the purchase. And the user is leaving the browser, and the user is coming again to the browser. So if we see the same users, we are just running them the campaign. We are just showing them the ads. In that case, from Tokopedia, retargeting the users. By the end of the day, we delivered really good results for the client. Tokopedia was really happy with increasing the much more orders, 1/4 orders more. I think it's quite relevant and quite good result. I bet any money that everybody from the e-commerce should like to get such kind of the results. Second thing is that also the return on investment on ads drove up. And the total purchase value also exceeded the benchmark and the target given us by Tokopedia. So the guys committed to stay with us, to keep running the campaigns, to keep running the retargeting solutions. Okay, just a few takeaways. Guys, if you are marketeers, we can advise you to keep observing the customers, keep observing the people, trying to understand them as deep as possible. Dare to propose them something new. Don't just be afraid about building something that maybe doesn't exist, something that people even thought that they needed. It really pays back. I think that Netflix or iPhone or smartphones are really great examples. And don't be afraid of acting. If you are making mistakes, it only proves that you are doing something. Thank you very much for your attention. I am there for the entire day. If you have any questions, we are also with Roy and Jatu from Opera. Guys, you can show your hands. We are there for you. We are happy to answer your questions. Thank you.
Thank you.